dropped Doug Martin and added Darren McFadden. Oh, fuck.
Now what?
It's a good pickup.
McFadden's not the backup.
He isn't?
It's Alfred Morris.
Picking up Alfred Morris? Are you sure it's Alfred Morris?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's definitely Alfred Morris.
Everyone liked to say that it was not.
No, he's Ezekiel Elliott's direct backup. He was just out last season with an arm injury.
McFadden?
On the depth chart, apparently Doug Martin's like 4. Okay.
Holy shit.
I started it.
Man, McFadden's old as hell.
I know, he's 29.
Hello. Goodbye. And welcome. Into Off the Pedestal.
How are you going to start it?
Yeah, that's how
It
we're
sounded like an Adele song.
a DJ when you're turning it to the slow song. I'm gonna take it real slow for you guys.
Alright, let's stop.
For all the couples in the room.
Okay.
This is for y'all.
I'm about to
Anyway.
go home. This is cringy.
Anyway, I'm Cooper.
I'm Gabe.
And I'm disappointed.
Wow. So you're my father.
I'm a disappointment. What you got for us today, Cooper?
Well, a lot of NFL news broke just an hour or so ago. So we'll start with the biggest one that's been brewing for a year and a half now. Ezekiel Elliott suspended 6 games by the NFL.
Deserved.
And I don't feel that. Don't see how you could say that, Gabe.
Because he's had repeat offenses. Although
None proven.
None proven, but some also thrown out
No
by
charges.
Columbus.
No charges brought against him.
Because they threw it out in Columbus. 5 domestic abuse quote charges. They
Well,
threw it out
it'd be
in Columbus.
one.
It'd be one, but it was on 5 different accounts. It was thrown away by Columbus because he is the golden boy of Columbus right now because he led them to their last national championship. Cardell Jones isn't a very likable person, and let's be honest, he didn't play that big a role.
Was Cardell Jones the one that said I didn't come here to play school?
Yes.
Then he ended up going back and finishing.
Yeah, he
Disagree.
told some guys on the Ohio State football team that you came here to play school and football.
Yes. It was Zeke who beat Alabama. It was Zeke who eventually got them the national title.
I don't know. Cardell Jones is pretty good in those
Cardell
games.
Jones wasn't bad, but it was Ezekiel Elliott. So he's the golden boy in Columbus. Why would they charge him?
Because it's their job.
Well, that doesn't work for Baylor, did it?
What? Yeah, it did. Because there were tons of suspensions, and the coach got fired. And
They didn't do their job. They were hiding it. The Waco Police Department didn't want to say anything. They hid it.
Waco's a
Look
shitty
at Johnny
place.
Manziel. Has Johnny Manziel actually been charged for something? Or
No.
to my knowledge, all charges have been dropped against
No.
him.
I'll check.
But
And he's a pretty shitty person.
Nah, he's better now. He was in a bad place.
He's less worse now. I don't know how he is.
He just couldn't get off the weed.
Future A&M head coach.
As for Dallas PD earlier this season opening the investigation against him, but I don't think they ever filed charges.
Against Baylor.
Okay, Johnny Manziel pleads guilty to misdemeanor charge in 2012 arrest.
That was while he was still in college.
Yeah. Well, I want to see what this
I don't
was.
even remember that.
I want to see what he did.
I think it was something with alcohol.
Minor in possession.
The charge is for failing to identify himself to police following a fight in College Station.
Oh. Sounds about right for College Station.
2 additional misdemeanor charges against Manziel were dismissed in municipal court.
We're going off track.
My point being is you don't exactly have to be charged, but I think, and everyone says, oh, well, he was framed and all that. Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott might have been framed maybe once or twice.
Except that the
But it
You can't
doesn't
really
matter.
frame domestic abuse, though.
The investigation
and
on
the
the
NFL
girlfriend.
said there was photo evidence that the
No, there's other-
the Columbus DA failed to recover.
There's other events that weren't involved in that initial.
No, I know, but still. So it's all of these things that have been brewing over the last season is why he got suspended. And I agree with the 6 games because it's sending a message.
Well, he's on strike 2. Let's see if
They,
we'll reach
I think they
strike
got
3.
the wrong player to send a message.
Yeah.
They got the wrong guy.
AP was a good one. Well, they tried on Ray Rice, but then they realized they really messed that one up.
Well, they messed that one up when they gave him a 2-game suspension.
Ndamukong Suh,
How would you do that?
arguably the shittiest person in the NFL.
He'd have to
On
do
the field,
something.
yes.
I'm not saying you do it now, because
on
there's
the
no
field-
reason to now. He hasn't
On
had
the
a problem.
field, yes. But off the field, Ndamukong Suh's not that bad.
He's a fun person, I think.
Yeah, it's just when he's on the field.
They could have done it to Richie
Which is
Incognito.
really weird. Because that's unusual.
What did Incognito... Did he even ever get suspended?
I think he got briefly suspended a few games.
I know he got cut from his team.
He got traded, didn't he?
No, he got cut.
He got cut.
Yeah.
And now
We'll
the
see.
Bills are rolling in it because he's rolling with him because he's a good player. But you know what? They're not rolling in talent anymore because they just traded away Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. We're still talking about the
I
Ezekiel
don't
Elliott.
have anything more to add on Elliott. Basically, all you got is Elliott did some stupid stuff.
Some stupid stuff.
Elliott's
He
gonna be
beat a woman.
well,
Yeah, so some
allegedly.
stupid stuff.
Allegedly,
I don't think it's alleged when...
the other ones are kind of proven. Other than the
Yeah, I mean, he
fight.
punched a DJ in the face.
Well, you don't know that. That's allegedly too.
Yeah, but okay.
That's
when
all
you
allegedly.
Have, when you
and
have
NFL's
this,
not very good at
when you
investigating.
have this much stuff piled up against you, it's not all just...
I mean,
It's not all made up.
I truly believe in wrong place, wrong time.
It doesn't happen this many times.
It
to
doesn't
one
happen with
person.
domestic abuse. There's no wrong place, wrong
Yeah.
time for domestic abuse. You're either scum or you're not. But punching a DJ in the face, which they dropped the charges because they couldn't find him. If there was really that big of a deal, they would have found the guy. And
But it's just these...
I'm pretty
these
sure, by all
repeated-
accounts, Zeke wasn't involved. He was just there. It was his friends.
Yeah, no, I believe that, but he was still there.
So
And
what?
No. And,
I was there.
but-
Someone murdered him.
Yeah.
Do I get charged for murder?
no, I'm not saying he
I
should
watched
be
a kid get
charged.
beat up
No,
at a
no,
party. Did I
I'm
do
not,
it?
I'm not saying he could be charged, but rumors still came out that he punched him in the face.
Yeah,
And
because
he
someone
broke
Because he
his
was
nose- broke
there.
his nose or his jaw. Yeah,
He's
but
only
it's these
recognizable
repeated
person
bad
there.
headlines that make him look terrible. And I get it once or twice. Yeah, that's fine. He can be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't think the DJ thing matters. Just like I don't think the flashing the girl lifting up her shirt at the bar matters.
Oh, pulling
Who
down.
cares about that?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Exact. Get the
Lifting
news
it up,
right.
pulling it down. It doesn't
I
matter.
gotta watch that video again. I forgot what happened.
Rob Gronkowski does that crap all the time, but here's the difference. Rob Gronkowski doesn't beat his girlfriends.
Well, we don't know that.
That's because well, never mind. I was gonna make a terrible joke, but I'm just
I
gonna
don't know. The
refrain.
Jets get beat by him pretty.
The Jets aren't his girlfriend. The Jets are his bitch. Totally different. You're allowed to beat your bitch. You can't beat your girlfriend.
Well, that's
We
what
do
I'm
not
saying.
condone domestic abuse.
I was talking about animals, but
That's not right either. Ask Mike Vick.
he didn't beat them, Cooper. He led them to slaughter.
Well, he beat with someone so bad.
What?
I don't know.
Anyway, he deserved a suspension.
He's not. He doesn't need to be the poster child for this. They had so many other people to go. They could have done with Ray Rice. They tried with Tom Brady.
Why would you
but
have a
that was
poster of a child, Cooper? It's
So-
pedophilia, unless you're into that kind of thing.
horrible. Yeah. I guess you're not. Right.
No, I
Anyway,
agree, but
next
if
time.
you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, they
You-
had
and
the
no,
chance,
they
to start
had the
other
chance
places.
to start with Ray Rice. They screwed that up. I
AP?
get that. AP,
They messed that one up too. Martavis Bryant, they've screwed that one up.
Martavis Bryant just did drugs, if I'm not wrong.
Weed.
Yeah, is a drug.
It's an herb.
Stop it.
Plant, bro.
Like, if you look at the Cowboys and they just have so many bad players, and Ezekiel Elliott just. They need to send a message
It's
to
just,
the Cowboys.
it's just
that
the
this
icing
crap,
on the
like,
cake for that.
Okay, Ezekiel Elliott right now is the golden boy of the Cowboys.
They'll probably
All the
be
other
that.
guys, like when Greg Hardy and all them were on there, like, yeah, those guys are good, but
They're not
they were
stars.
suspended and all that. But it didn't do any damage to Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones didn't care, but now he's furious with this because why? Because he is their
Because he
star
did nothing
player.
wrong.
He did a lot wrong.
Allegedly.
You can't have this many things, quote, go wrong and have him not do anything.
Without evidence, there's no evidence.
There is evidence. There's photo evidence. The NFL recovered it.
Yeah, the NFL,
release
Photo
it.
evidence.
the
there's
NFL
text
recovered that
messages.
there's no video for Ray Rice.
Release it.
Well, yeah, okay, but that wasn't after a year of investigation.
Yeah, so
They-
what? No, it's for like a few months.
No,
But
no.
Okay.
It was a few
6
days.
6
Okay.
months.
No, there were no.
Here.
TMZ
6 months.
released the video like 2 days.
You guys need to see
after.
this.
No, 6 months.
Here. This is Ezekiel Elliott with the flash.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, okay.
I have no problem with that.
Because if you look at it, she's like totally flaunting it and pointing at him and
I don't
like
care.
grabbing her.
I don't mind any of that. That's
Bosom
fine.
is the word.
That's fine. But no, it didn't take him 6 months to recover the Ray Rice video. They got it like 2 days after. Look it up.
No.
TMZ sent them the video. Like a few
They may
days
have sent
after.
the video, but they didn't release
They
the video.
actually no, they sent the video before.
No, the video wasn't released for a long time.
6 months after, right?
Yeah.
Like
It
after
was
the draft.
it was a few weeks. It
No,
wasn't
no,
6 months.
it was right before the season that year. It was
I couldn't. I'll have to look that up.
The
I couldn't remember
NFL
off the top of
said
my
that they
head.
never had a video, but TMZ
no, they
and
gave
someone else sent
TMZ
them
got
the
him to
video.
him, but they never
Like-
used it, and then TMZ leaked it.
No, the NFL handled that situation terribly.
They,
But
then,
there is after a year of looking into Ezekiel Elliott, and this domestic abuse and violence was still while he was in college. This is 2015 stuff.
yeah, honestly,
Okay, a complete timeline of the Ray Rice case. February 15th, Rice and Palmer are arrested. February 19th, video surfaces of Rice dragging Palmer from the elevator.
well, that's
4 days.
dragging. That's not the hitting.
It was all
Yeah,
in the video.
it's
that
all
was
in,
4 days
it's all
after.
in the video.
It wasn't 6 months after. That was 4 days after.
February 21st, John Harbaugh, quote, Ray's character, you guys know his character, so you start with that. February 22nd, the Ravens GM. March 24th, Ravens owner promises that Rice will be back. Roger Goodell addresses Rice for the first time on March 26th. March 27th, Rice indicted on aggravated assault charges. And March 28th, they get married.
Yeah, that was.
They're married.
Yeah.
No, they are. I mean, and good for him. Ray Rice has done right.
June 16th, he had a discipline hearing. So, no, okay, so you had it backwards. The video got released and nothing happened for like 6 months.
Mm-hmm. No, it got released almost right away.
No,
the
'cause-
NFL, and I'm not saying the NFL.
Keep going.
Just
July 29th, Peter King reports that the NFL did see the full video of the incident. September 8th, video surfaces of Rice punching
6
White
months
in the
after.
face. He is right. It only showed the dragging part.
Which could have been she was really drunk and he was just pulling her out.
Well, by her hair. I mean,
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
this is a
that's
society, Cooper. We have rules. When you have a drunk girl in an elevator, you don't pull her out by the hair.
So
Put her arm around
I
her
was
shoulder
still
and carry
right.
her.
I knew what I was talking about.
Well, you just said a video. You weren't very descriptive.
Well, the
So-
video that would incriminate him.
So we were both right.
Yeah, you're both more or less right because yes, the video of her being dragged out of the elevator came out before anything happened. Then the punching happened in September,
Which is what put him from
months afterward.
Which that's when the NFL decided, oh, we can't give him 2 games, so they give him a full season, and
then September 8th, the Ravens release Ray Rice. The end.
then Justin Forsett gets a job and is one of the leading rushers that season.
Okay, but I don't know. Ezekiel Elliott's girlfriend said it was 5 domestic violence incidents in 6 days. Like,
Let's be
He-
real.
okay,
The NFL
he
really
also-
doesn't care about domestic violence that much.
he was also spotted at a marijuana dispensary right before a
That's
game.
not a problem.
No, but
Yeah, no, they proved that he didn't do anything. He was just in looking because he had never been to one before.
I know.
That's
I
like
mean,
a
I know,
tourist
I totally
attraction.
get it. Whenever,
I'm
whenever I
gonna-
go to Colorado, I'm going to go in one. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
no,
buy anything,
but-
but
Just be like, huh.
yeah, well, I want to see. I'm curious. I really wonder what it's like to legally sell pot. Not that I know what it's like to illegally sell pot. Okay, that sounds bad. I don't sell pot. I just
Well, yeah, you sell crack.
he also
You're right, I'm your local crack dealer.
And it's just these repeated bad headlines for him. I mean, I'm looking through a timeline of his. A triple-digit speeding ticket.
okay. Well,
His second.
That's not hard.
Hold on.
That's
what's
hard.
the problem with that?
That's
We
like-
all do that.
That's like 10.
You
10
cannot tell me you don't try and go 100 across the bridge in Atascocita when it's late at night.
No, I'm just saying
Wow, now they know.
it's still bad headlines for the NFL. Okay,
Anymore?
and yeah, the bar fight. And then he was suspended. today.
Allegedly.
There's just but it's so many bad headlines for the NFL. You have to do something about it.
They've had worse.
They've had a lot worse.
Not
Get punished for a lot
CTE,
less.
CTE, Deflategate, Ray Rice.
What are you gonna do about
AP?
CTE? Are you gonna suspend some people for it?
Well, suspend Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying no to that.
They
but
should be. Like,
You
they
need
could-
to suspend someone when they do wrong, and Ezekiel Elliott has done wrong.
Allegedly.
proven.
He's allegedly done something wrong. The one thing that
he's allegedly done a lot wrong. How do you not see it? If you're allegedly doing a lot of things wrong, Just because he's never charged doesn't
Well,
mean he didn't do it.
Ray
Manziel was never charged.
Ray
Manziel did
Lewis
all of those
allegedly
things.
killed some people,
Ray
and he
Lewis
was
did
fine.
kill some people.
Allegedly.
Okay, there's Manziel. Is Manziel didn't get caught coked out of his mind. He just was coked out of his mind. Police never caught him with possession.
No, but he still did all of that.
So if he got caught with possession,
he's suspended.
then
He's suspended as he should be.
But for
Manziel is a shitty person. Ezekiel Elliott is a shitty person. They both deserve
they
suspensions.
drug tested Manziel and they caught him. Or not drug
but
tested,
he
but
also
they found coke
He
in
also
his.
punched his girlfriend in the ear.
Wow,
Johnny Carlo?
allegedly.
No, I think that one was
Stop.
proven. She didn't press charges on him.
No,
There were no charges pressed.
Yeah,
but
she
he still did
didn't.
it.
She
The other
didn't
ones
press
aren't
Ezekiel
charges.
Elliott did all of this stuff. He
the only
just
thing
hasn't had
that's
charges
proven
pressed
that
against him.
Elliott's done is the one thing we're all okay with.
Yeah, okay, no, but there's.
Which
if
you
the
can prove,
NFL, if
'cause
the NFL says
they
they
did.
have text message and photo evidence of his domestic abuse,
Then release it. Prove it.
that's a
That's the
sensitive
public.
thing.
Prove it.
No, that's a sensitive thing. Right now, you can say it.
Wait, hang on. So you
probably
can
will.
show a video of Ray Rice literally
They didn't-
knocking his
They
ex-girlfriend
didn't leak
out.
that video.
That's
They did not. TMZ leaked that video.
But they did
TMZ, if they can get their hands on these text messages and pictures, they'll gladly release them.
Well, there's going to be an appeal case,
it's
which
sensitive.
will
They'll
everything will come
probably
out.
Yeah, they'll probably come out in the appeal case. If the NFL really has enough evidence that they say they do, he deserves suspension.
Fair. I mean, if it's actually proven, I agree. But right now,
I mean,
it's all allegedly, and
it's all allegedly to us because we don't have all that.
for all that
information.
stuff, he deserves like 2 games right now.
For domestic abuse.
No, for allegedly, or at least wait till everything's there.
Well,
and
no,
you know
they
for
okay.
sure.
No, it is all there for them. They have it all. Just
but-
because we don't have it all doesn't mean it's still allegedly. They have it all. If they know he did it, that's a 6-game suspension.
Yeah,
if
I
not
just-
even more. I think.
I just have a problem. Well, they've already made their suspension. They can't make it longer.
Well,
now.
I know you. I know.
That's what they messed up with Ray Rice, which causes.
I agree. Which I think is why they gave him a 6-game suspension. Because a suspension can always be reduced or even repealed, but it can't be extended.
6 was too much.
If he's probably gonna appeal
6 was
it.
too much for a whole
Nah.
bunch of question marks.
He's gonna appeal and probably get 3.
That's my point. It's a whole
Two
bunch of
to
question
4 is
marks to
fine.
us.
2 to 4 is perfectly normal.
So if
But 6 is.
he
I
hit
think
his
you'll get-
girlfriend, if he abused his girlfriend 5 times in 6 days, are you going to say 2 games is fair?
No, what if he gets caught? But it's all allegedly.
He is caught.
It's
The
all
NFL,
allegedly.
no, the NFL has caught him.
The
The NFL
NFL
has photo and text message proof. If they really have all that stuff, they caught him.
Yeah, if they.
We just don't have it yet.
But
Which is
Then why wouldn't they release that to the DA at Columbus?
because they
suppress
can't
charges.
do anything. They're not going to do anything about
That's
it.
submitting evidence.
Can't go on the double jeopardy, right?
No, I don't think the charges were dropped. I think it was suspended. Then the case was suspended.
Yeah, that sounds.
I think
right.
no. I think the case was
No,
dropped.
it was
because they didn't
suspended
have-
for the bar fight.
Yeah, it was suspended for. I think they dropped it in Columbus because they didn't have enough evidence. But
Yeah,
still,
I know they suspended it
Still,
because they couldn't
they
find
could
the guy.
still be talking to police and all that. You just don't know what the NFL's doing. But if they have all this evidence, the reason they suspended him 6 games is because they know they have him. They wouldn't have suspended him for 6 games if it was all allegedly. Which is why I think the suspension is fair, because the NFL knows stuff that we don't. Now, in days to come, we'll learn it, but we don't have it right now. Because that's even more reason not to release it to us, because it's an active investigation.
Just tweet I just saw Ezekiel Elliott suspended 6 games for domestic violence. Josh Gordon suspended 3 years for lighting a plant on fire.
There you go.
Well, he
That is-
multiple times.
that
I know.
is the-
I understand.
yeah. No,
I
no,
understand.
But that is
but
the
there is
I
that.
thought it was a funny joke.
There was that
It is.
one time where he got caught because it was after the season, but not after the season. Like they finished their last game of the season, and he took a sip of wine, and then he got busted because it was till the end of like the actual season, like after the Super Bowl.
I remember that.
And that was
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then that's what got him suspended that extra year.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, that got him suspended the
No,
next
the
year.
NFL is a complete joke.
That's.
I'm not saying I don't disagree with the NFL and the way they handle all this shit, because the NFL is awful at handling all of this. But the Ezekiel Elliott suspension, I think they got it right.
Okay, now I'm starting to be a little more on the side of the NFL the more I'm reading, because the NFL, apparently the suspension, even though earlier it came out it was for multiple incidents, apparently the 6 is for the domestic violence alone. That
Which
makes
is-
perfect sense.
Which
but
is
I don't
why
think,
they warned him that if he does it again, he can be banned. Because
Right.
2 domestic violence cases we'll get you banned for a lifetime from the NFL.
Right, which makes perfect sense. But I thought they were trying to get him for all like the bar fight and the thing with the chick. And I was like, okay, first of all, the chick thing.
I don't think they've really investigated those other two yet.
Yeah.
So, and I don't.
They
think
just
they
finished
should.
their
I don't think they should.
the bar fight.
There's nothing to look into.
It really doesn't matter. Yeah, a lot of NFL players get in fights. It happens.
It's kind of their job.
Yeah. So here's
any given Sunday.
Now, say all of those headlines and there were still question marks. 2 games is fine, because you still deserve a 2-game suspension for all of that bad rep and for doing all that. But 6 games, I think, is fair because they know something that we do not.
I think in the long run, I'll probably be on their side because it's the right thing to do. But
yeah, I mean,
right, it's just as of now, I don't know.
You don't know it yet.
By this time next week,
but you have to take into account the NFL knows. Have you guys read the official statement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've been investigating this stuff for a year. They know. I mean, it took them a year to make this suspension. We all knew a suspension was coming.
The year, they probably dedicated only like 6 months to it because there's so much other stuff they need to be working on in season.
I know. No, but it's been dragged on for a year. They have to know something. 6 games is completely fair, and I completely agree with the suspension.
I mean, I don't have a problem with 6 games. Just the thing is, I'd rather wait to make sure everything is out. I don't know if 6 games. I think 6 games might be too less if it's strictly proven that he was doing the domestic violence. If it's proven that he was doing it, that's 8 games.
Here's what I think.
That's half a season.
Is it
at
8,
the least?
Is it 8 for the first domestic violence?
I don't know. The only one I know that's.
Here's how I would view it, honestly. You treat the Florida case and the Columbus case different.
Because they are. It's 2 separate occasions.
They are, but it's the same girl. But
it doesn't matter.
So no, I know. Here's what I'm saying. If he actually beat her 5 times in 6 days, you treat that as case number 1, and then if he put his hands on her again in Florida, you take that as case number 2 and you ban him for life.
No.
I don't see how I would handle
it's one linear.
If you beat a woman like that, you should be suspended for life, no question.
I mean, sometime. Like Ray Rice, that's different.
I think
Ray Rice got the short end of the stick there because he was a good guy before. He did one thing.
No.
If you look at his prior, he was a good guy, and he just did one thing. And
I think the only argument you can have for Ray Rice is that she was throwing hands first and he retaliated. He way overly retaliated.
Oh, I completely agree.
No, but he was within himself. You should treat it try and
case
defend
by
himself.
Case by case. Ezekiel Elliott, I think, should be banned for life.
Right.
If he's proven to have done all of this, because he's a shitty human being. No. I don't care how good a player he is. I don't care what team is the face of the franchise.
There's a difference between 5 times in 6 days and just 1 time in his whole life with the girl, and he's still marrying the girl. So it's not like hard feelings. It was just one mistake that happened.
It doesn't matter. I hate to assume this, and I'm not making this as a joke, like in a 2017 assumption joke. I hate to assume this, but Ezekiel Elliott does have a lot of money.
And he's really famous.
And she'd be set for life.
That'd be the reason.
Even if she divorced him, she'd still be set for life.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean,
I'm not trying. I would never suggest that she's that kind of person. But that would be if I were a woman and a man beat me, I would not marry him, even if he had a shit ton of money. But some people think like that. So.
I don't know.
Actually, I'd probably kill him if he beat me. But that's because I'm crazy.
I don't think other than if you just take out the one incident with Ray Rice, I think he's pretty good guy.
Oh no, I completely agree.
Because he does so much charity work and does so much other things.
He and his wife have gone to counseling and all that.
And
he's gone to domestic abuse cases and he does
camps to talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that was just I think that was an unfortunate drunken incident that just ended bad for all parties.
I agree, but I think Ezekiel Elliott is different. And I mean, Brady was telling me earlier, it's because you hate the Cowboys and all that. That's why you're agreeing with this. No, it's not. It's because he's a shitty human being. He deserves to be suspended from the NFL. I don't care what team you play for. If you hit a woman, you're a shitty human being. If a Texans player did it, if J.J. Watt hit a would
be cut.
It would never happen.
Never happen. But
I
would completely agree with the suspension or banishment he received.
Because the Texans hold themselves in higher regard. They have I won't say they have a good front office because they don't, but they have a respectable front office.
Oh, they're definitely, if you're looking at a team, they're definitely
They run a classy organization.
They do.
They're if you're looking at the example child, it's the Texans for how to run yourself and how to be.
It's one of. Yeah. Definitely one of.
You don't ever hear a case, and if you do, they're cut immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As in, this off season.
Who am I thinking of? They cut someone last year. Who
Swearinger.
was that? It was it.
It was they cut
few years
Swearinger
ago.
for multiple incidents. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
because
They cut,
his
uh,
dog bit.
because he wasn't very
No,
good.
because Swearinger's dog bit Clowney. when
Well,
he
I remember
first-
that.
Which
But,
was
I mean, I wouldn't cut a guy over his
No.
dog biting. Man.
well,
He-
the
I think he got
future of
most
your
of the fun.
franchise.
Now, if you go sick him, then yeah, you got a problem.
Well,
but
There's also him in the auto shop and then taking his car without paying the people
Okay.
fixing it up.
yeah,
And then who got cut? Was it Keith Humphreys?
there was a wide receiver that got
I'm
cut.
freaking Bullo.
Yeah, it
this
was
year.
Keith Humphreys and Max Polo. They were.
Mumphrey
I know
was something
Humphreys was
else.
sexual assault at Michigan State,
And then
and he got cut almost immediately. And so
as
did
soon as
Polo.
Bullo was
Polo was
PEDs.
PEDs, yeah.
that's not a problem if he's a star player, but he's not. So
I don't
He
know.
was
The
working.
Texans have never really had a star player with PEDs.
Dwayne Brown,
No, because he didn't actually do it. It was proven.
Brian Cushing, technically
Cushing.
speaking.
Back when he was the bread and butter of the franchise.
But that was more like out of the NFL.
Wasn't that more?
than
Yeah,
that.
wasn't that more recovery stuff
Yeah.
though? Yeah, okay.
Which still, I mean, that is an unfair advantage
no,
of
I agree.
recovery time. But
No, but
I understand. If a player uses that to get back on the field quicker, I actually really don't have a problem with it.
honestly though, like steroids don't help you as much in NFL as it would in baseball.
I think the hormonal advantage you gain,
No,
'Cause then you-
just there's
especially as a linebacker, that
But you gotta
hormonal
think that
testosterone
for
boost
football,
is huge.
they probably use it a lot more than you would think, like PEDs. More
I'm
than
telling you, man, all those linemen are on horse tranquilizer. You guys don't believe me?
Now, Dwayne Brown, he ate like a hamburger in Mexico that had like PEDs.
Yeah,
in it
I
and He
remember.
got suspended, but
Yeah.
it got resolved.
Yeah.
So I think that was his second.
How do you inject
Offense.
hamburger with PEDs?
I don't know.
That's kind
no,
of
it wasn't.
that's fishy to
It
me.
was
it's
some
how they-
substance on the
It's how they
plant
make the
substance.
beef in
Okay.
Mexico.
Yeah, it was a legitimate thing.
growth hormone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a legitimate thing.
He had the receipt.
Okay.
there.
I was
He
gonna say
got-
they meant like he did a testosterone burger, and I was like, I don't think that was
No, the
super
NFL
cows.
reviewed it.
Super
The NFL
cow.
reviewed it and it was fine. But so that's, I mean, just tying it all together, I completely agree with the Ezekiel Elliott suspension.
Yeah.
I think it's completely fair, and I think he deserves to be suspended.
Now that was a wacky situation for Dallas this morning, but not as wacky as what Buffalo fans had to endure today.
I'd say I don't know. I think Dallas went for more of a ride than
I don't know.
Buffalo did.
Two of your young
Dallas
star
had it coming though. Like this Sammy
Dallas
Watkins
has had it
thing,
coming
no.
since the 1990s, Gabe.
I agree, but no. So
Ever since Michael did cocaine and strippers, they've had it coming.
So no, in the middle of all of this news, Buffalo just dropped a bombshell.
Buffalo.
And give us this. Everyone's sitting here talking about Ezekiel Elliott. Like I know we're in our group text and we're just talking about all this Ezekiel Elliott. We're arguing back and forth, and Cooper said like Watkins. Whoa.
Well, okay, this is us
And we were
us three.
like, what?
It was us three as soon as I woke up. This is how the conversation went. Podcast at noon, Cooper. I literally just got out of bed, so give me a few minutes to feel human. That was me. Cooper, Tanner, you okay? I said, yeah, I just woke up. I'm feeling groggy. I'm fine. Cooper, the Eagles just got Darby. And then Gabe goes, no, he isn't talking about that. Madness, pure madness. I haven't gotten the update yet. I don't believe it. Cooper, check Schefter's Twitter. Me, for Jordan fucking Matthews. Holy fuck.
So I guess let's start with Darby, as that was. The
And then I broke the news to you guys if you hadn't seen it yet. Holy shit, Sammy Watkins.
No,
You
we-
didn't
yeah,
break
no,
that
we-
news too.
You didn't break it to us.
I saw
I
Watkins
got,
first.
I got the Watkins first, but I got them both really late. I got them like
Yeah.
20 minutes after that news broke.
It was. I
saw it
have
on Twitter.
notifications.
I saw it on
from
Twitter
Schefter.
and, because I saw the little group me notification from Cooper, and then I looked and
I didn't know who got, because Rappaport just tweeted Watkins just got traded. He didn't say who at first.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
yeah. So Sammy Watkins to the Rams.
Which I'll help. Maybe Goff looks better this year. Who knows? Maybe not. Different
Probably
coach.
not.
Gurley.
He'll be better than he was
No,
last
really
season.
all you need
Well,
is
that's
Gurley.
not
If
hard.
Gurley improves, then you'll be fine with Goff as a game manager until he
agree.
develops.
Yeah. Who won this trade?
I don't even know what the Bills got.
The Bills,
The Bills got a bunch of
yeah,
draft
the
picks.
Bills
Yeah,
got
yeah.
EJ Gaines and a 6th-round draft pick
From
the Rams.
They got a second round, I think. From the,
they got a second.
Oh,
round. They
yeah,
got
okay.
a
I'm
third
sorry.
round from the
I'm sorry.
Eagles.
The Rams got Sammy Watkins and a 6th.
Yeah.
And then the Bills got EJ Gaines, who's a starting cornerback,
good player.
and a second rounder.
All right player.
The Eagles sent Jordan Matthews in a 3rd
On
round.
third round. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Bills now have 6 picks inside the top 3 rounds next season.
And they'll probably squander all those.
They have a new front office.
Not really.
Yeah.
New GM, right?
Yeah, they have a new GM and new coach.
Who is their coach? Anthony Lynn? Is that who it is? No, it was a Panthers guy, wasn't it? I don't know. McDermott?
It's McDermott, I think.
And then Rams is McVay, the 30-year-old.
Yeah, it's Sean McDermott's the Bills head coach. They're just so irrelevant. I really don't.
Yeah, Buffalo's
care
tanking now. They realized Tom Brady's still here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, they realized the Jets are doing it. Let's do it.
We want Darnell. But this one, Tyrod just takes the keys and goes on a drive. Throw it back.
Okay, Kirk Herbstreit. Alrighty. So who do you guys think won this trade?
For, Rams, as I've already stated.
Yeah, I'm saying Rams won that trade definitely
Buffalo maybe win.
because the Rams are building the win, and the Rams just got a very talented young receiver.
I think the Eagles won.
No,
no.
Eagles took a fat L.
Wait,
the Eagles
Gabe,
handed
two separate
themselves-
trades. The Rams and the Eagles can both win.
Yeah, that wasn't a 3-team trade. Those are two separate deals. No, those are two separate deals.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And they happened at the same exact time, but two totally
Gotcha, I
different
thought
deals.
it
They were
was-
two
okay,
corresponding deals,
Yes.
but they weren't
Yes.
two-team trades.
Because the Bills knew they
I
were
think
sending a
I
cornerback.
think the Eagles won
No,
their trade with
the Eagles
Bills.
lost. The Eagles lost so bad.
They have a good receiving core.
I said it this morning, and I'll tell you why they lost. Players with 225 catches, 2,500 yards, and 19 touchdowns in their first 3 seasons. Randy Moss, Larry Fitzgerald, A.J. Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham, Mike Evans, and Jordan Matthews.
Only one of those I don't.
I'd say all of them
particularly care
are
for.
going to be very good, besides Jordan Matthews, as we don't know. Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith are both on 1-year deals. If they suck, so be it. They're gone. If they don't suck, you can't re-sign them both. There's not enough cap space in the freaking world.
I think in the long run, Torrey Smith is on his out anyway.
Torrey Smith will get another deal. He'll get a 2-year.
Probably cheap. He's cheap though.
I mean, Jordan Matthews was, even though he dropped every other pass, he still was a damn good wide receiver.
Yeah, but you have to think.
Yeah, they
there's
should've traded
something that
Aguilar.
they did. There's something they did.
No, and now they don't have a second or third round pick next season. Howie Roseman is gonna. He's gonna get those picks back,
Do they
but
even
for every draft pick until
Do
2030.
they even have a first next year?
Yeah, they have a first.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
They didn't give up that much for Wentz.
Darby's
They really
really good.
He is really good, but he's gonna have to get paid. He's done. He has one more year on his deal. He has this year and next, and then he's got to get paid. And the Eagles will not be able to pay him.
Yeah, the Eagles are already in like cap. hell right
Yes, they have like $3 million or something.
I didn't know he had one.
For a team that has a quarterback that's going to be needing a deal in a few years afterwards too, is going to be in trouble. Well, that's
Okay.
The
No, I see
Eagles are
what you guys
screwed. They
mean.
have no future.
I do think they still win this division. That's a good
I agree.
acquisition for this year. I don't know about
I agree.
future.
I
If you're
just
trying to
don't
win
think
for
they'll-
this year, yeah, that's great.
I just don't think they have a chance of winning.
They
the
see
conference.
they
They
see the
don't.
Zeke news and they're like, oh, we're going to win this thing. They just do a U. Let's get
Cap space for the Philadelphia Eagles, $7.3 million. That's all they have. And they have dead cap in Chase Daniels, $6.1 million in dead cap in Chase Daniels, $5.5 million Chase Daniels, sorry.
It doesn't matter.
Douche.
I know what.
$1 million in
Why?
Marcus
What-
Smith,
who are you
$1
calling
million
a
in
douche,
Eric
Daniel?
Rowe. Yeah, Chase
Oh, okay, I
Daniels.
thought you were calling me a
Chase
douche. I was like,
Daniel.
what?
Matt McGloin for the future, right?
Matt McGloin is the future Cooper.
For no one knows this, but I beat Cooper yesterday in Madden with Matt McGloin.
Yeah, it happened. Anyway, I don't.
Oh, okay. Vinny Curry, the backup defensive end, has a $9 million cap hit.
Yep.
That's such a good deal. God, I love Howie Roseman. Smartest accountant Jew on the planet. Sarcasm. I hate Howie
Remember
Roseman. He's a fuck.
Remember that Sam Bradford deal?
Oh, no, I loved the Sam Bradford. When they traded him?
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
When they
I was going to say,
the contract.
I was gonna say when they traded him, it was phenomenal.
the contract. he
Oh,
signed.
yeah, no, that was stupid.
Or remember when Chip Kelly forced them to trade away with Sean McCoy?
Remember when they got
Well,
DeMarco
no,
Murray?
Howie
and they gave
Roseman,
him away.
Roseman had nothing to do with...
DeMarco would have been
With-
good in Peterson's
Yes.
system.
Roseman
Yeah.
had nothing to do with any of the trades that Chip Kelly did. Chip Kelly was head of
I know.
player personnel. So I won't hate him for that. The Eagles took a fat L. They're going to be good this season, maybe,
Maybe next year.
and then they'll be AIDS.
In the long run, I think they did take an L, but I think they won for this season.
It doesn't matter if they can't win a championship. What's the point?
I think they were going to
Why
be
bother?
fine anyway. As we stated last week, I thought the
There's
Eagles
a
were going to be
team.
fine with or
There's
without
a
Darby.
team right across the highway that is trusting the hell out of their process, and it's probably going to work in the future. And the Eagles do not trust the process, and therefore they'll be screwed.
Well, it's hard to trust the
think
process.
about?
The Sixers.
You can't trust the
Oh.
process really in the NFL. It doesn't work that way. You're trying to win as soon as possible. You're not trying to build over time.
Well, I don't think the Jets and the Bills are trying to win as soon as possible.
Well,
The
yeah.
Browns. The Jags.
No, but
well,
those
the
are-
Jags are trying.
That's
other
more
free
new age.
agent
They're
signings.
trying to do the process now.
The
But
Texans.
it's not. Texans aren't.
The Texans
trying to
were
do
in
the
process for like 8 years.
Well, yeah, that's because they're
A new
brand new.
franchise.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You-
You play to win now.
To be fair, as
They're
a
building. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not bagging on the
Yeah,
Texans
no,
for
no.
doing it. They had no team. They didn't have a single player on the roster. It makes total sense.
which is where you can give Rick Smith credit for building a team to be somewhat of a contender.
As much as I hate the guy.
And then offering Brock Osweiler $72 million and sending you guys back, what, 2 years?
To be fair, he also did 1 year.
He also got rid of it. He also got rid of the contract.
By giving away, what, a second rounder?
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, technically, the trade now is Osweiler, a second round, and a first round for Deshaun Watson.
Which Sean Watson's good enough.
Which
I'm
I
okay with
rather,
that.
yeah, if he's good, I rather can't be any worse.
No. Almost any quarterback on the face of
So
the planet. is
hold on.
better than
Talking
Brock
about can't
Osweiler.
get any worse. Let's talk about someone else who got paid.
Da Bears. They should have just went back to Rex Grossman.
I second that.
Would have been a lot better. Now they're stuck with Matt Glennon. Hey, is that a Mike Glennon jersey?
I wish.
He wears number 8, doesn't he?
Does he? I don't know what
Not
number
for long.
Mike Glennon wears.
He's not going to wear any
for the
jersey
Bears.
for long.
He basically has a 1 year deal.
2 for 8 for 20 yards, I think, was his final
Pick
stat
6.
line. And and a pick. I forgot about that. Pick 6 on his second play. Then Mitch Trubisky came in and lit it up against third and fourth stringers. So, but Cooper's looking something up. I don't know what he's looking at.
No, I was looking at Twitter stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling my dad how shitty the trade was. He doesn't believe me.
Well, that's all right.
He told me to trust the process. I said, there is no process, Dad. They got their thumb up their asses. He said,
Anyway,
we shall see.
oh yeah, I
I'm
was
giving
looking
him
at
all the reasons
Glennon,
why it's terrible.
What about Mike Glennon?
the jersey.
Oh.
I
What
think
else
he
do we
wears
have?
number 8.
What else do you have for
Well,
us?
we have the Bears, and I think they're going to be pretty bad if they don't start Trubisky. At least roll the dice. Can't
I
be
think
any
they're gonna
worse.
be pretty bad anyways.
He wears number 8,
Okay.
so you have a Mike
Well,
Glennon jersey.
I'm not gonna tape over Grossman. So
That sounds like a prank. Oh, prank war.
Shut up.
Stop.
Whatever that was, don't do it again.
Anyway, yeah,
Bye.
I think they just need to roll the dice for Trubisky and hope for the best or hope for the worst. It's,
Well, you don't draft a quarterback number 2 overall and not play him. That's all
yeah,
I'm going to say. Especially to Mike freaking Glennon.
who was the other quarterback that they brought in last night?
Sanchez.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they brought
Sanchez.
in.
They brought in Sanchez before
Before
they
Trubisky.
brought in
Or
Trubisky.
Sanchez,
That's
if
saying
you want to be
something.
correct.
Stop talking.
Anyway, we'll get straight into the AFC NFC South predictions. Let's start with AFC.
AFC South. All right, let's start from the bottom up.
Jags.
I agree.
Tanner. Jags 4. AFC South prediction.
No, Colts.
I don't know. I think Andrew Luck was looking good according to reports.
Is he healthy? Yeah.
Well, he was looking good to start
Week 1.
week 1. I think.
Well, it's not too far away from me. My number 3 is the Colts.
Yeah, so is mine.
Number 3 is Jacksonville.
Okay, so
So we agree.
it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, no, it'll be close.
Yeah.
They're a better division than you think. Just Jacksonville sucks.
Yeah.
The Colts aren't the best, but
All right. Number 2.
number 2, Tennessee Titans.
I agree.
Houston Texans.
It's still close either way. I don't.
It's gonna be a 1 or 2 game difference.
Yeah, it's gonna be the series against each other, and then Texans first.
Texans.
Titans.
And that's all. I don't really have two piece. Texans defense is still the same.
Texans defense is phenomenal.
Texans
And-
defense, I think, will be the best in the NFL.
and
this year.
it will maintain greatness.
Now they
But
just need some average quarterback playing that can win probably 10 games.
And I think that, I really think you're going to get that. Tom Savage didn't look bad the other day.
I mean, he didn't look the best, but he looked about.
He did.
Each game manager. That's all.
Exactly.
You need. If the run game works, then you'll be fine. But
Talking about preseason, guys.
No, I know. He was playing starters.
That doesn't matter. It's
Still,
preseason.
okay. Deshaun Watson is still looking good, and I'm not talking preseason game. I'm talking practice.
Yeah,
too.
I know. All reports coming out of Texans camp is that he's
Deshaun Watson's
yeah.
better than expected,
Yeah,
and they
that's-
gave away a first rounder for him.
No, I agree with the pick.
I know. No, they gave away a first rounder for him, and they're saying he's better than expected. That's really
well,
good.
it's because they were expecting to give him a year to
I know.
come in. So there's a good chance he starts week 1 still.
I don't know about that. I mean, I can see by the time they play the Browns,
His
Saturday,
mechanics
working out.
looks a lot smoother, and it just with his offensive line, he's a less of a liability.
Okay. So what about the NFC South? Who do you guys
NFC
think
South.
finishes fourth?
4th,
Saints.
Saints. The Aints.
I'm gonna disagree.
Carolina Panthers.
I'm gonna say the Carolina Panthers.
It'll be the Aints.
And this is where we end. Goodbye, everyone.
Dude, I don't know why. Something tells me the Panthers are gonna suck.
They're my 3rd place.
Yeah, they're my 3rd.
So they're the Saints are my 3rd.
Who's your number? My number 2.
I just wanted to be bold and put
My
the
number
Saints.
2 is the Atlanta Falcons.
So is mine.
Tampa Bay.
I think Tampa Bay is gonna win that division.
Nope, Falcons.
I
They
think
didn't get any worse.
Falcons are going to be a wild card
The
team.
Buccaneers only got better.
Buccaneers will lose in the wild card round, though. They'll make it to the divisional.
They lack experience.
I think
You have a point, but
I mean, who's their running back?
Dougie Doug.
Okay.
Quiz.
they have a really good passing game though.
Oh no, I understand. Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans,
Did
Jameis Winston. No, trust me.
And they
I know.
added
Who is their tight
O.J.
end?
Howard.
Wasn't there? Oh yeah, O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate, right? Those are the two
Yeah.
tight ends. Yeah, they have a damn good air attack. Don't get me wrong. Phenomenal.
Their
air
rushing attack isn't god awful when they're healthy. Doug Martin led the league and almost led the league in receiving yards. Rushing yards.
Damn, what a
a
running
few
back.
years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was before.
But
I
two
mean, he's
two
still-
years is a long time for a running back.
He's
though.
hurt, but I know. I completely agree. Their rushing is going to be mediocre, but I think they'll be a damn good team. They have a
I
really
want
good
to believe it,
defense
but
too.
with the exception of the Patriots, in order to be successful, like truly successful, you have to have a passing and run game. To the Patriots, well, even last year, the Patriots had a good run game. They had LeGarrette Blount
For the first
leading
time
the
ever.
charge.
He was actually
Yeah.
had
I
a
agree.
1,000-yard rusher for the first time.
Mhm.
How God knows how long. I think that's all I got on our predictions.
Yeah.
NFL only podcast is kind of a shorter one. Not really shorter, but we got
It's
one
kind
more
of in the
segment.
doldrums of sports. We'll get there. Soon enough, it'll be October. It means football, baseball, and the start of basketball, right?
October 17th, the Warriors Rockets opens the season, I believe.
Boom. October, the perfect month.
The NBA's got a great schedule. They really treated us this year.
Yeah, Rockets Warriors
Dude,
opening's gonna be fun.
Dude,
It'll be a
Christmas is
fun
gonna
game.
be awesome.
Christmas is
Yes.
gonna be
Rematches.
With the exception of the Sixers Knicks, I don't know.
No, that one's not that.
I don't get that one.
Boston Wizards is going to be great.
I think they did
Yeah.
Knicks Sixers just to see how many points the Sixers could score. If the process works out, I think they wanted to see.
I don't know.
If they put a clinic on.
Maybe Kyrie will be on the Knicks in time.
Maybe.
Ugh.
That might be a fun
And,
game if that
hold on,
happens.
let's talk. I want to talk one NBA thing real quick. I got an update a few minutes ago from Woj that CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard have done a really good job of recruiting Melo to the Blazers.
Oh, really? See, all I saw was that Melo was not going to expand his list, and he wanted to go to the
but
Rockets.
they've done a really good job. Here's the thing:
They've started like agitating him, like yeah maybe, and then he doesn't know for sure. It's more of one of those I'd sit down and think about it. if
it's
they made a
really,
trade.
it really right now is the Rockets are making no headway with the
No,
Knicks.
they just resumed trade talks yesterday.
They resumed them, but they're making no
but that was
headway.
the Knicks were the ones that paused it. It
I
wasn't the
know.
Rockets.
Yeah,
So it's not
that's
like
what I'm
they,
saying. Like the
they
Knicks
have
don't
control.
want
The Rockets just don't
Rockets.
have a lot to give.
They have
Yeah.
Ryan Anderson, who's a really mediocre player with a really shitty contract.
Yeah, I mean
That's what
it's a
they're gonna
matter
offload.
of do they want Melo off the team or not. That's a matter of what they're looking
Yeah.
at. Because the Trailblazers don't have much to offer either. Maybe a first round draft pick, but
Damian Lillard,
yeah, because that would be
CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard have done a good job. 3-team trade. Dame goes to Cleveland, Kyrie goes to New York, and Melo goes to Portland.
We have some crazy stuff. All right. Speaking
whack.
of crazy stuff,
Whoa, wacky.
athlete nickname,
Yo.
or book title.
That was a terrible segue.
Whoa.
I like
It's
segues.
worse than actual segues.
I've never been on an actual segue.
Seeing
I only
people-
ride my hoverboard.
Apparently, when I was in Utah, they said they had like off-road segways that are actually a lot of fun because you can climb up like mountains and shit. And he said the only problem with leading those tours is that you look like a special needs kid with the helmet on.
Jeez.
And that's what the tour guide said. This is not my words. This is the tour guide.
You thought it.
I laughed. I'll say that.
Anyway, let's
He
move
said
on.
you just look ridiculous
Alright.
when you're doing
Let's
it.
segue into this one.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, there's really no stakes, so I'm just gonna say.
So let's
Yeah.
put some stakes on.
No, there's none to be had. I already ate my pancake platter last night.
Did you finish the pancakes finally?
No, the pancakes are still in my fridge. I was gonna eat them this morning, but I overslept my alarm.
All right.
I'm just gonna eat them for lunch.
No.
Oh, that the Invisible Man or Invisible Man?
Invisible Man.
Okay, because The Invisible Man is a book I had to read last year and it sucked. It was awful.
That's
This
an
is just
athlete
invisible.
nickname.
That's its nickname.
That's a book.
Oh,
No. It says Invisible Man. That was the title of the book.
I don't really know.
I'm gonna
what
have to check this because it might have just been Invisible Man. I'm gonna be pissed because I actually had to read that book.
Who is it by?
Ah,
Ralph Ellison.
fuck it.
That's just Invisible Man.
I could have sworn it was The Invisible Man.
High Fidelity.
Book title.
title.
That is a book title.
Yeah, it's a
I don't
stupid
know.
nick- it's
I
a
don't know why an
stupid
athlete would
nickname.
name himself high.
Bad Mood.
Athlete.
Athlete.
That is an athlete. It's, Andre Risson or Rison. I don't even know.
Just don't try.
The Claymaker.
What?
That's a book title.
Clay Matthews. That's not his real nickname. I'm gonna say athlete.
That's Clay Matthews.
That's so bad.
That is Clay
That's so
Matthews'
bad.
nickname.
That's a terrible nickname.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
I've never heard him referred to as the Claymaker.
What's- yeah, who's gonna say that on TV?
The Claymaker's doing work here.
Joe Buck.
Joe Buck.
Joe
Joe
Buck
Buck would
would.
call him.
Next
so would
one.
Troy Aikman.
Holy hell!
Just go. Nope.
Soccer madness. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Just go.
Youngblood Hawk.
Don't reach young blood. That's a book. It's about an Indian.
Yeah, probably.
Is that your final answer, Cooper? It is a book.
It's a book about an Indian. I'm calling it.
Herman Wouk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
I got four more. Let's just go. with these. The Kraken.
Ooh, that's probably both, but I'm gonna say it's a book title.
That's an athlete.
That's an athlete. That's both Greg Hardy and Gary Sanchez.
Never heard Greg Hardy called the Kraken.
Well, then you
Heard him called the
Gary
Crackhead.
Sanchez. That's good. Deacon.
Athlete.
That's an athlete.
That is an athlete. David Jones, Rams
We're
DN.
all tied up, right?
Smoking.
Well, I was.
That is an activity.
I would assume there's a book called Smoking, and there's probably an athlete that may have the nickname.
I'm gonna say book title.
I'm gonna say athlete in the stick of the game.
Athlete. It's Jay Cutler.
How new is that nickname?
Because of the
Smoking
one
Jay
picture. That's dumb.
I looked up famous NFL nicknames.
Was
and
this
it is on
BuzzFeed
there.
article?
No, it wasn't. I don't look at BuzzFeed.
Too many slideshow.
The Arrival.
That's a movie,
That's a book title.
but it's definitely a book title.
It's
Yeah.
a book title by Sean Tan.
I think I have the lead by one.
And that is how we'll end it. That's all the athlete nicknames or book titles I have.
Congratulations, you avoided the sweep, Cooper. Well done, my friend.
I beat you once before you move away.
This is true.
There's still one more time though, possibly.
I mean, yeah, if we could do it on a Thursday, because I think my move-in is Friday.
It is.
There you go. We could do it.
Wow.
Early podcast coming up next week.
Coming up
Works
hot.
for me.
Yeah, that's it. I'm Cooper.
I'm Gabe.
I'm moving soon.
Cooper S3 something journalist.
Gabe H. Journalist.
And
Wow, shameless plug, Gabe.
TJ Coble.
OT Pedestal for the actual podcast Twitter. And,
Wow, shameless plug, Cooper.
Wow, Off the Pedestal for
Plugging,
Facebook.
plugging